I'm changing. I don't know if I'll ever go back. All the ways that you make me, build me up on the things I lack. I don't ever wanna lose you now, 'cause I don't think I'll make it without. 'Cause it's you and only you.
What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Josh Likings. If you're new here, kindly consider subscribing, and if you're a returning subscriber, you always appreciate it. Guys, for most of you who know me actually know that I purchased this vehicle in early this year, April, to be specific. This baby actually has been very nice to me, and I feel like it deserves an entire video talking about it. It has all the options, the multimedia controls, the climate control, automatic lights, the sunroof. It has everything basically. And I felt like, hey, it's been 8 months already ever since I got this baby. I feel like this is the right time that I should be telling you about it. Guys, this is the Hyundai Elantra 2014 model GLS top. GLS top actually means Grand Luxury Sport, and that rings some bell as it being the full option. With the full options, it has a lot of them, and in a minute I'm going to be showing you one by one. But as for now, you can check its exterior. It comes out with a fluidic sculpture design, as you can see, very nice headlights, designs and all that. But before we go into the nitty-gritties, of course I want to give you a background story of this car, how I managed to get it. I mean, when I actually got it in my possession, it had only 64,000 kilometers. It was fresh, I could say. Used but not abused. Under the hood, actually, this car has a 1.6 liter engine. It also has a 6-speed shiftonic gearbox. You can override automatic gears and shift manually. So with that, it's less boring, I guess. For those people who want to shift their gears, of course you can do that. And if you want to relax as well, you can leave it do the job for you. This car is a keyless entry. You can easily come in by pressing this button. I'm assuming you have your key fob. You can just press this button to go inside, right? So it being a keyless, you don't need to put a key to open. This baby right here is sitting on 17-inch alloy wheels. And actually, as you can see the design, it is mimicking waves going through the water. The amazing thing about this actually, I know you lose a lot by sitting on low profile tires, because sometimes if you're riding on rough grounds, you might get your rim dented or something. But again, what you lose is what you gain, because if you're running on high speeds, you get a very good center of gravity. It means you can easily go 120 without this car shaking. So as you can see, of course, in this specific country where you can drive 1,000 kilometers without hitting a pothole, of course I think I'm actually on the good side. Yeah, of course. You cannot drive 80 kilometers. Yeah, there's roads that you have to drive 160. But you being able to drive safely and driving your car very stable, I think nothing beats that. It also mentioned that it has an automatic climate sensor, in a sense that if it will sense rain dropping on the windscreen, it will switch on the wipers by itself and clean the windscreen without you even bothering doing that. I mean, this is an old car, but it comes with all the options. As we said, it is the high end and it is the full option. The other thing actually that I like about this car is its spacious trunk. As you can see, it has a very big trunk. I think 10 elephants can easily fit in this trunk. If you're this kind of person who wants to go out shopping and have a lot of things to carry, this is a very nice space. And the fact that also it has a hold down pad means if you have your key fob, you can just press a pad right here and open the trunk without you needing to go inside and open it. That is a very good sign. Actually, it's a plus sign for this baby right here. And also another thing that you can use, I know my trunk is pretty much messed up right now, but you can also break separating compartment inside here and be able to push the backside seats and also get that space as trunk space. I think that is amazing. If you have longer things that you want to go with, of course you can. They give you that option of pulling this lever here, and it will break the barrier in between of the trunk and the backside seats, and you can be able to slide backside seats and use this space all the way to the front seats. Backside sensors means if you're backing up, it's going to warn you that you cannot run into some. As you can see, it is actually leather seats, and these seats are chilled and heated at the same time. Suppose you're in winter and you need a warm environment, these seats can do it for you. And if you're in summer, you want a chilled kind of setting, sitting on something that is a little bit chilled. Summers here actually get really crazy. You go into this, if the leather seats without the chilling system, these seats will be extremely hot. You cannot even sit on them. In the months of June, July, August, this country becomes very hot. But with this car, you get the advantage of chilling your seats in. Yeah, actually, what I didn't tell you guys is this car also is a push to start. As long as you have your key fob inside the car, you can just push the button and it will start the engine. Besides that, it is also automatic windows, as you can see. Automatic windows, but the driver window only is automatic. This is electronic. By automatic, I mean you can just single press and the window will roll up by itself without you holding on the tab. But with the rest of them, they're only electronic. Plus, it also has folding mirrors, as you can see. And actually, I'm not very tall, but I'm a tall person. And see, amazing thing also about this car is it has plenty of legroom. It was built for both short and tall people. As you can see, I'm 6 feet, but I can sit comfortably with also reasonable headroom. Yeah, but if you actually extend it all the way up, and then you're going to reduce on the and then I cannot fit. Yeah, that's if you want to drive when you're seated very high. As you can see, I do not have the headroom anymore. But if you push it down or middle, of course you can enjoy the headroom. So it means it is a pretty decent size of a car that both men and women can enjoy. Check this out. This seat, the front seat is actually extended all the way back. But guess what? Me being 6 feet, I can easily fit, I can easily sit comfortably here and also leave a little bit of leg room. And yet this seat is extended all the way back. So it means I think you can also fit 3 old people in the back seat, which is entirely amazing. With a standard multimedia, the radio, as you can see, it is pretty basic, but difference is it is touchscreen. Means you can set up and control everything with just a tap. It also has a backup camera. As long as you shift it into R, it's going to show you who's behind. Yeah, and with the help of real sensors, it's going to also notify you in case someone is up close to the car so that you will not run into them. I was actually thinking of upgrading, but it's unnecessary. Yeah, as you can see, it also has automatic lights. See, if you put this in automatic, means it's going to sense that there is a little bit of darkness, and it will turn on the lights by itself. Of course, push to start. As long as you have your key fob inside the car, it's going to you're just going to have to push this and it will have to start. And by the way, this glove box also is chilled. Yeah, suppose you have something that you want to keep fresh, you can just put it here. Yeah, actually you get also the opportunity of controlling all the multimedia here. You can receive calls and also hang. Yeah, right here the volume button, as you can see. But you can as well as reduce, you can skip tracks as well. But the most important thing actually from this side is the cruise control. You can this is a cruise control button. Means if you're going 100 kilometers per hour and you don't really want to push, oh shit, it's in drive, you don't want to push on the gas pedal, you can just press this cruise control and it will do that for you. You just have to relax and control the direction that the car is going. In terms of reliability, of course, this car is rated slightly above average, and that's Toyota being the most reliable, Honda being in second, and Hyundai actually being the third place. I mean, ever since I bought this car 8 months ago, I've gone to the garage a few times, which is an advantage and one of the things I like about this car. Let's see, when I first went to the garage, I went to change the wiper. Remember when I was washing it, I kind of manual handled the wipers and I broke it myself, so I cannot say that it wasn't reliable in that regard. But I remember when I actually also bought it, yeah, it was vibrating a little bit, so I expected it, or I suspected it to be the mountings, the engine mountings, and I think I was right, because recently I went to the garage and I had to change all the mountings. It had one mounting, left mounting, and it was broken. Its rubber was broken, so the vibration would, the engine was sitting on the chassis, from the left side, so that vibration actually would come inside the cabin and you would feel it. Yeah, but this is a machine, it is a running machine, and you cannot expect it to run 100%, 100% correctly without it being maintained. So I solved that, and right now it is very, very, very smooth. You can sit in it and not even realize that the engine is running. Yeah. In terms of riding, of course, it is a very smooth ride, as you can see. Very, very smooth. The fact that it is sitting on 17-inch wheels, of course, you gain a lot in terms of stability, and also what you lose in terms of ground clearance, you gain in terms of the ability, and also have the best center of gravity. The fact that the car is sitting next to the ground. Yeah. So I guess, do I answer the reliability question? Of course. And before I actually bought it, the guy who pre-owned it never went to the garage. He did routine maintenances from agency, but also he can attest that he wasn't spending a lot of money on the car. It's a one-time investment, buy and drive kind of setting, and that's why I like it so much. There's a few things that I can tell you that I don't like about this car, and I'm actually trying to figure them out. Apart from this, it is full option. It has this, sunroof. But when you drive it above 120 with the sunroof open, you kind of get the noise from the wind will go through this rubber and it will vibrate crazy. Yeah, I think this is the one thing that I do not like about this car. But the rest of them, look at it. It's very, very, very premium, but on the low budget side. Either way, you get all these full options, all the options in cars like Mercedes-Benz and BMWs, but Hyundai gives you the tech pack in this car, and you also get to enjoy the premium. Here, see the air conditioning also. It is very, very nice. It has a dual air conditioning system, and also clean air. Means if you switch on these, it's gonna filter the air and it will give you very clean air. I know somewhere I mentioned that it is not a power car or a fast car, with less power, but it being a 1.6 liters, also it comes with very decent power. As you can see, right now I'm riding 80 kilometers per hour, but you can easily peak. It has a great peak, yeah, because if you're riding from 0 to 100, it can be just 9.11 seconds. As you can see, it has a very, very great peak. By the way, it does all that in an ecosystem. Means it will shift gears earlier, just to save a few bucks on the petrol. In conclusion, I know most of you might be interested in this car, and you might be asking questions like, how much would I get it for? Depends if you're buying it brand new or second hand. But if you want to get it off market, means you want to get it second hand, its average price would be ranging from 18,000 dirhams to 27,000 dirhams. That's if you want to get a better one, fresh one, full options. But remember also, you can always downsize to the best trims, and best trims are not that expensive. This one comes a little bit expensive because it is the full tech package. So of course it will come a little bit extra, money. But if you do not really care about the sunroof and push to start and the keyless entry, of course you can always go with a downer or a downer trim or mid option, not the full option, downer option. and that is not really going to be that expensive. I think if you have your 15k, you can always get that. 15 to 20k, you can always get that. But if you want the full option, of course, prepare 22,000 to 25. Yeah, you can get this. Anyway, if you ask yourself, would you really want to buy this car? I think that is going to boil down to a few points. What you're really into. Are you really into power? Because if you're looking for power, no, you're not going to get this. You're not going to get power in this, because it's not a sports car. It's just an economical car that helps you, go by. I think it is decent power, but if you're interested in power, of course, you can go for the V6 engines. But this one, it's just a car that you're just going to use to go by, not to take on the racetrack, of course.